you got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
John, I'm going to apologize in advance. Otis's mother is out of town again this week.
Oh, no.
And he is acting a fool.
Is he?
He's crying.
Oh, poor guy. This is his mommy, doesn't he? Yeah.
I did an outfit change, and he decided he thought we were going for an R word or a W word.
Oh.
And he was all
The W word.
He was all jacked up.
Okay. All right. I think he kind of got a little excited, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. How about yours?
Better than Dallas's week.
No. What's the matter with Dallas?
Dallas is my brother-in-law, for those of you who don't know.
Right.
He told me I could repeat the story.
Okay.
I got permission. But he said the other day he, I think, took a shower after work or something and may have coming out naked from the bathroom.
Yeah.
And his 2-year-old son was there.
Okay.
And his son said, "Oh, that's adorable." So that's one way to hurt your ego.
Especially by a 2-year-old.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
Look at it.
oh God, that's a great story.
So
That is a great story.
now whenever we see Dallas, we just say he's looking adorable.
Oh, you are looking adorable today.
Aw.
Dallas, thanks.
So I did give permission. I didn't want
Good
to
stuff.
taunt him to the world, but
Okay.
yeah.
We'll just call him Mr. Adorable from now on.
Speaking of adorable,
Uh-huh.
I watched a show the other day that made me cry.
What, was that a cornflakes commercial or what?
Excuse me? Is that a fat joke?
No. Why would you immediately go defensive in a fat joke? I don't mean...
Why would a
I
cornflakes
never
commercial
called
make
you.
me
I've
cry?
never, ever called you anything like that.
You said,
Ever.
I said something about bald overweight, and you said, well, you're not bald.
I was joking with you. What's wrong with you?
I'm fat. What about why a cornflake commercial made me cry?
What?
Why would a cornflake commercial make me cry?
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It was
You cry over virtually anything.
It's not true. I hardly ever cry.
Even a cornflake commercial.
It was a Netflix show called Mind of a Dog.
I've heard about that. What is it about?
So with the Mind of a Dog, it talks about dogs and how they think, and it follows a few different dogs and just talks about it in general. And then for a lot of the rest of the show, it talks about dogs that are trained to do different activities and stuff. And it follows a few different puppies through like a training school. And
okay.
just showed how like if they pass the first training or whatever, they can go on to the next. If they don't pass that, they can become house dogs. One dog didn't do well with he was very just too mellow, and he wouldn't do like the activities like opening doors and turning on lights and stuff.
All right.
But he was just very docile.
Service dog is what
So
they're being trained for.
Yeah, that's what these were all being trained for. But this one became a dog for a veteran with PTSD. So it was a calming presence.
Yep.
But there's another one. One of the dogs' name was Bonus, and he went to this girl that had I forget what her disability was exactly, but she couldn't really communicate verbally, and just had issues getting around. And she used a walker and all that. So it'd pick up things off the ground, open doors and all that. And they just showed them getting paired up, which made me kind of teared up a little bit because it was touching. But the girl, I think, had a few different dogs growing up, and the dad was just talking to this big group and started crying, saying how important it was for his daughter and all that. So anyway, we let Otis in the bed. We were just telling him he's a good boy. Meanwhile, he's riding the trike and barking and doing nothing of service.
Nothing at all. Just being a dog.
He's a disservice dog.
A disservice dog. He has the best life going in the world. God bless him for that.
He does.
Yeah.
So it's a good show. I'd recommend it. They said something like dogs can smell rooms you've been in like 3 days later,
Really?
which Janelle would say it's no surprise for me. He could probably smell me weeks later. But yeah, just cool seeing them get trained like disaster recovery dogs who can find bodies and
Right.
people still alive and rubble and drugs, and it's just cool to see how they get trained to do that. So
There's a saying, and I don't know who wrote this saying, but
dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans.
no.
Sir Isaac Newton. Okay, sorry.
Good try.
That's
Good-
my
good
dog.
try. No.
That's my dog.
No.
Little Uzi Vert.
No.
Okay.
The saying is, dogs are angels without wings.
That's deep.
That's very deep. And I believe that. I really do. There's something about dogs. Dogs and I kind of get along with each other, and they seem to gravitate towards me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why they like me, but
I don't know.
I'm a grumpy old man anyway. So
Yeah. Well, if you're listening to this, I guess whenever it comes out, Otis will have had his shoulder lump removed.
oh,
We had to get it done before his insurance started over after we met his deductible. So
okay.
he's getting that bad boy removed. Might use it as a decoration.
Is it affecting him?
No.
It isn't.
Well, he's getting one removed on his leg. I think I talked about this a few times already, but they're doing a 2-for-1 and doing one on his leg that's
twofer.
much smaller.
Okay.
But they're just afraid it'll get big enough that they can't close it up. And so,
Okay.
anyway, it's
All right.
cosmetic.
Okay. All
He's
right.
gonna
So
be
it's
like-
nothing serious. Not a
We don't
tumor
think
or
so. He
something.
might get it tested, but it's just gotten bigger since we've had him, and it's never really bothered him. And the vet said it was benign, but that's the one where it's harmless, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's not malignant. But they just said it's kind of getting bigger and a nuisance, and it's probably time.
Okay. Well, good.
So he's probably a couple pounds lighter.
All right. Well, I'm sure he's going to be real happy about that. Maybe. Yes.
Well, he's gonna have a cone on his head for a while, and
Ooh, yeah.
he's probably gonna be scratching at it. So, yeah.
He won't be a happy camper for a while,
Yeah.
especially with that cone thing. I don't know how they navigate with that thing.
He likes to hit the walls and drag it on the ground and smack us in the back of our shins. And
He hasn't figured it out for you, does he?
when you least expect it, he'll come out of
Good
nowhere.
boy. Good boy, Otis.
We need to have an Otis cam that faces him at all times.
We do need to get an Otis cam. We need to get. How can we get a couple more cameras? You think?
Sure, yeah. Just throw them on the bill and I'll order them.
Okay.
We'll just get a GoPro that's attached to his like collar or something.
We could do that for one of the episodes. That'd be kind of fun.
What's new with you?
Not too much. It's kind of an exciting week. We got the Democratic National Convention going on, and all
Well,
that kind of
was like 2 weeks
crazy.
ago by this point.
Yeah, I know, but it's a couple of weeks ago. But we had all that going on, and just been busy at work, which has been nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You running that place yet?
No, I'll learn it pretty soon, at some point.
Hmm.
Not really. No, I don't want to. I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. It's just a lot of fun. This past weekend we had a little event at the Classic Car Auto Museum down on 31st Street, down on right off Southwest Trafficway. We have an event for disabled kids, and what we do is we set up a obstacle course up on our roof of the facility, and
That'll teach them.
and we have all these.
Was it hard enough already? You make them dodge
I
them?
know, no. But it just have these little kids running around and with adults, of course, and golf carts and driving through these
Chasing them or what?
obstacle courses. No, they just light up when you let them drive a golf cart. They just beam. So anyway, it's a lot of fun to do.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. It is fun.
What was your favorite part?
Favorite part of it?
Yeah.
Just looking at the little people and watching their smiles. That's the best part,
Did
because
you,
they're getting enjoyment out of it. They know, there is something that they don't ever do, and this is the first opportunity they've had to do it. So,
Well, that's nice. Good
Yeah,
for
it is
you
kinda
for
cool.
doing that.
yeah, it's kind of fun.
Our little community service guy.
Yep.
I put down, as you know, notes in our thing that you
You do.
may have seen but not touched.
I get scolded every time I look at these things and comment on them.
Well,
Well, you're not supposed to look at that.
you read it right before we start, and some things are meant to be a little surprise.
Oh,
You don't read it all week, and then a second before I hit record, you're. Well, what's this mean?
I do a speed read.
But you don't add to it. That's kind of the point, is so we can have our notes.
Well, of course, why?
So, but my notes are sometimes very sporadic and just all over the place. And one I had was about a dog thing again.
Okay.
And I just wanted to know, does everyone say bless you when their dog sneezes?
No, I don't.
You don't say
no.
bless you?
No.
Hmm.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. All right.
Janelle
They
does.
needed to.
All right. So
That's fine.
I guess just us.
No, it's probably
Do Courtney
more.
and Mike say
Oh, I'm
bless
sure
you?
I'm sure they do. They probably talk to the dogs and read to them, and
He understands.
they know.
He knows he's being
They
blessed.
get it. Yeah, they're getting blessed.
Uh,
Probably take them to church with them or something.
probably. He'd do well there.
His eyes just open like, what?
Yeah, you mentioned the Democratic National Convention. I made a note, election calls and texts, just stop. Please stop it.
Oh,
If you send me a text about your candidate or say you are that candidate, there's a 42% chance I'm less likely to vote for you if you bother me doing that.
is that the real statistic, or is it just something
It's
you
my
came up?
statistic that I made up
Taylor's,
that I
the
felt.
Taylor statistic.
There's never been someone who's like, oh, this is Sharice Davids and I'm reaching out to you to discuss whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I should probably vote for her. I'm thinking, lose my number. How'd you get this?
You know what is troubling to me is, we have all these robocall blocking things, with the exception of politicians. They're the only ones that are not, or that are allowed to continue to call you and do robocalls with you.
Just ain't right.
It just ain't right.
Hmm.
Just ain't right. So I do the stop thing with them. If I get a call from them, I'll block it from that point on. But you can also do a stop on their emails as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that seems to work for me so far.
They'll teach them.
Yeah, I should bring them to their knees. I'll show them.
I had a thought that I woke up the other day and I had a dream I remembered. Now I've forgotten a lot of it, but do you want to have a segment of Dream of the Week?
I don't dream a lot.
You don't have dreams? Like in life, like you don't have aspirations, or you just don't have dreams when you're asleep?
I just don't have dreams when I sleep.
Ever?
Sometimes I do, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I had one the other day that I learned how to ride a zero-turn mower.
A ZTR.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
And I did a pretty good job with the lawn.
Did you?
That's all I remember.
Bunch of whole circles.
I
now
couldn't
we know where the
stop it.
crop duster things come from.
Crop duster things.
Yeah, the circles and the crop duster. Up in Iowa, they had all the crop dust circles.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a thing called the crop dust circles, and people thought they were aliens landing and landing in farm fields.
You'll probably hear Otis panting into my microphone. He is begging for something.
Oh, okay, that's all right. You can do that.
Other note, I forgot my Apple Watch the other day, and I felt just naked the whole day. It was kind of actually refreshing, but I couldn't be bothered until I was around my phone again. But I thought you would like that because a couple weeks ago you said your underrated or overrated was watches or something, smart watches. Hey, you got yours on? Get mine on.
Yep, I do.
Did make that mistake again.
No, and you know what? I don't wear this thing that often.
It's like 4 weeks in a row you've worn it.
Really? I don't remember.
You
But
used to
in any
not.
event, I think the only reason I'm wearing this one is because I looked in my drawer, and I have, probably half a dozen watches, and that I've accumulated over the years, and none of them work. None of them have their batteries that are fully charged. So I keep reminding myself that on Saturday morning to go over to KC Watch on Antioch, and that you told me about, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
And get some new batteries put in these watches. So they'll be all gassed up and ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a watch band for our wedding there. My mom gave me a watch that she had won on something, but it was too small, so I got a new band and worked like a charm.
They're nice people over there. It's not a real big place.
Good folks.
Yeah, they are. Good folks. I
I
enjoy working with them.
what do you it's just a random thing, like a random invention, like the smartwatch.
Mm-hmm.
When it first came out, I thought there's no way I ever own one of those, and now I've had 2 different ones. I think is like what technology. We're at a point now where it's like it's hard to imagine the next thing that comes out.
Yeah.
And that's probably what people thought back in the day. Like, it's hard to imagine that this big screen TV could get any bigger or like any flatter. But we've gotten to a point where things are so small or like big or thin. Stop it. That it's hard to imagine what the next thing is,
Dog obedience would probably be the next big thing.
He's coming for you now.
Okay. All right. I bugged Dad for a little bit. Let me go and bug John for a bit.
But I'm guessing like hover cars will probably be a thing.
Yeah, they always see back in the 50s, they had the Futurama, the Futurama house, where it was all electric and, had all these wonderful little things on it. But it was, now, and one of the things back then was the flying car.
Yeah.
You could take a car and pretend like you're the Jetsons and, fly around everywhere and then drive on the streets as well.
Yeah.
I don't ever see that coming to pass.
I bet it will at some point, but my guess is we'll no longer have like screens, like a TV, or I bet we all start wearing like some form of like a headset, like the Apple Vision Pro, that came out.
I think we'll get to that point.
I've got a feeling that we're going to start having that, or like glasses, or
glasses I could see.
like even a contact that could like project like just a screen of some sort. So you and I could watch the same thing if we wanted to, but we could watch it wherever, not have to have a TV mounted on the wall. We could sit there and do that, or you come over sometimes and I'll show you like the funniest things that I've seen that week. I'll scroll through stuff. Now we'll both be looking up at the air, and I'll just show you on our shared whatever.
I think that's probably that makes sense.
I don't like it, but I think that's
could be the next thing.
The Apple Vision Pro is the one thing I truly do not think I'll ever buy from them. But
why?
It's just, I don't know. I have seen where it can be useful. Like, here I go backtracking, but you can use it as like a computer and share a screen onto it. Like you can work with multiple screens in your Vision thing and just move them around easily. Or you can look at your iPad and send something to your iPad from your Vision Pro, and I don't know, but it's expensive.
See, I've never tried one of those at all. I need to try one just for the hell of it.
I never have tried it, but I've just seen video.
It's just a ring notification. We're fine.
It's gonna keep going off.
No, it isn't.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we place a bet?
Yeah.
I bet at least one more.
No. Okay. You're on.
What do I win?
What I won from you on.
So nothing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm betting there's going to be another one in about 5 seconds.
No.
So that's my guess for technology that you've mastered.
I've pretty well maxed out on as far as all of these kinds of things. And you know what? I would not be there if it weren't for you. I really.
Thanks.
I'm serious because.
Well, I think I talked you into an Apple Watch when I had one.
Yeah?
I talked you into a new phone.
You did?
I guess I talked you into that iPad in front of you.
Yeah, you did, and I love this thing.
You got-
It's great.
3 Apple products in that little space.
I do.
Me too.
I do. Yeah.
Look at us, Apple. Apple
We're all
girlies.
apt up.
We're Apple girlies.
Yes.
So I'm afraid our camera's gonna die.
Well, I'm afraid it will too.
It's looking okay, but it was blinking a bit ago.
Was it? Well, we better wrap it up then.
Well, it's
Oh, motion in my garage now.
that's what
That
it
was
was.
No, it was at the front door.
Okay,
And you know what? I can tell you what it is.
it's Mary Alice.
It's Cutie Pie. She is doing the watering.
Well, picked a bad day to guess what that wouldn't go off again. It's been a while. We need to go back to an old segment. It
We
used
do.
to be a fan favorite.
Ooh,
Are you ready for it?
ready.
What's your boomer word of the week?
Ooh. Did I give you one?
Yeah.
I think I already did give you one. Ooh. It's a kind of a phrase. It's not a word of the week.
Okay, let's hear it.
What's your bag?
Ooh, what's your bag?
What's your bag?
I think I know. Like, I bet it's like, what kind of brand is that bag? Is it Louis Vuitton? Is it Michael Kors? What's your bag? Like that?
No, I don't think it's quite that.
Okay, my real guess is like, what's your deal? What's wrong with you? What's the bag? Okay, I think it's time we go ahead and mute that.
No, we're good.
Okay.
What's your bag? What you were asking them, you would be asking them what their problem was or where they are from or where they were from. So what's your problem? What's your bag, man?
So what's your bag? I could say my bag is your Ring doorbell going off and
Yeah.
also Iowa.
Sure.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
Well, I looked it up too.
Oh, you did?
What's your bag? What were you asking them? You would be asking them what their problem was or where they were from?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. So I'm from Iowa,
Yeah.
but I'm upset because your phone's going off. So there are 2 different answers to that question?
There are 2. Yes, there are.
All right. Well, interesting. Did you used to use that one a lot back in the day?
No, but it was kind of a common phrase.
Oh.
What's your bag, man?
So when you get home and Mary Alice is going to say, what's your bag, John?
No, she won't. She won't.
It was just a terrible episode
Just
this
don't.
week.
Uh-huh.
It was just a terrible episode this week. That's my bag.
Yeah, it was a tough one, dear. It was just tough.
It is. You can quit whenever you want,
Yeah.
John. You don't have to answer to him. Okay.
That's all we need.
All right. Do you want my millennial word
Yes,
of the week?
what's the millennial word of the week?
My millennial word of the week is crispy.
Crispy.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue what that means.
Like I said, John, that shirt is crispy.
Oh, it means really cool.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Cool, awesome, hot, amazing, or well
Sweet.
done.
Yeah.
You're looking crispy.
You're looking crispy, man. Crispy.
Rizzy.
Okay.
You got that Riz.
I like that. I like that.
that crispy Riz. You're swagged out.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay. Don't want to get
Don't want to get too good.
You're getting-
Too white boy on me here.
too white boy.
Too white boy, yeah.
Shoot, that's crispy. All right. Well, that was fun. We'll have
Yeah.
to do that more often. What's Otis's word of the week? Do you have a word of the week?
What's your word of the week, Otis? Is it woof? Is it woof or what? Or bark? What
Now
is
he's quiet.
rough, rough.
The audience wants to hear from you.
Yeah, what do you think?
Uh,
I'm going to go over and torment this guy.
to be honest, I've been trying to let him out since I got home, but he got food and didn't want to go out, and then he knew you were here and didn't want to go out,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to let him out, and he hasn't peed since 7:15 this morning.
What a guy. What a guy.
been begging?
Yeah. What
Uh,
a guy.
did you watch much of the Olympics at all? I know this has been a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. We didn't watch much of it at all. We're not big Olympic fans.
Okay, did
You know, I couldn't even get into it for some reason. I don't know why.
did you see the break dancer?
Ooh, I saw segments of the breakdance
well,
and how absolutely horrible that was.
Okay, well, I was going to show you some of her moves, but I didn't know you already saw it.
I saw it, just like I said, just little segments of it. Couldn't bring myself to watch the whole thing.
Okay, well,
Just
we'll show you her
bad.
top 10 illest ray gun moves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here we go.
Give it up to Ray Gun!
We have the point.
Whoa.
We have the DJ scratch weight. Taming the Cobra. The yawn. Helicopter arms to floor work combo. That's my personal favorite. Kangaroo pose.
What is this? I mean,
It's breakdancing, John.
I am just
The
appalled,
sprinkler.
actually. I totally don't get this at
The kangaroo
all.
hop, the sweep.
Did she win a gold medal for
Chin
this?
grab. No, she actually got a 0.
Well, as she should. How the hell did she get on stage? I mean, how'd she get in the...
People think
Then-
there was a conspiracy because she somehow affected the results so she would get on, I guess. I don't know.
Whoa.
I have another fun video for you. This one's a little more wholesome.
Okay.
This is an 8-year-old boy at the Iowa State Fair who won the pie eating competition. Have you seen this video?
No.
This is Zach.
That's Zach?
He's getting interviewed, about winning. So here you go.
Look at that face. Pie all
This is my
over.
first time winning first place on a chocolate pie with frosting eating contest. I never done this before in my whole entire life, and it's so fun. And I like getting dirty sometimes, and
My whole entire life.
it's so the chocolate tastes so good. How
does it feel to win?
It feels very amazing to win something for my first time on first place. On
Congratulations.
a pie, on something you're eating.
God
do
love
you
him.
like
That's
pie?
great.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Zach,
is
how old
just
are you?
great.
I'm 8 years old and I'm first place. I love it so much. I really do love it. I love it. I just love it so much. I like the pie. The pie is delicious. It has really good taste.
Has a really good taste. That is just classic stuff. Way to go, kid. You deserve it.
I think you
Good
should
job.
start doing that. How old are you? I'm John. I'm 74, and I'm first place. Good
And
job,
I'm so
John.
happy. And the chocolate was so good. And
It just I love it.
I just love it.
I love cars. I love working here, and it's just a great feeling to be employed.
Oh, it's funny.
So you can start bringing me some videos if you want, or send me some stuff you find.
Video. Oh, yeah. Of course, I don't troll for videos like you do.
Troll for videos.
Maybe not the correct term, but, I'm not looking around the internet for videos.
Okay, says Mr.
Trolling.
Scrolls on
Whatever.
Facebook, and
Yeah, I do. I'll scroll on Facebook. And
Otis is hitting this basement door here, so you might hear that. The other day I woke up because it was 5 a.m. and Otis decided to jump on the bed, and I sleep with my stomach, so the bottoms of my feet were to the air, and Otis decided to jump and put all of his weight on my foot with his claws.
that hurt.
So I woke up freaking out, not knowing what was going on, and there's just Otis curling up in the bed, and it was Friday morning. I had a chance to sleep in. Could not sleep in and ended up staying up, and I did troll for hours on my phone because I couldn't sleep. And I ended up spending like 10 minutes watching a video of a bread cutter from probably like the 1800s or something.
Really?
and a guy was taking each piece off, each bolt, whatever, and refinishing the whole thing, repainted it. Yeah, you'll have to look that one up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Not. I told the couple this weekend about it, and the guy said, "Oh, I actually saw that same video."
A bread cutter.
Yeah. Wasn't planning on showing the video, but yeah, it was on Facebook Reels. Those are where all the weird ones are. Do you think your Facebook has like your algorithm down? Like it knows what you like to watch?
I don't know. You could probably check that for me and see. I have an AT guy that handles all that for me.
I can't find the video. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. I sent it to my dad. Because I said I just spent 10 minutes watching this. So yeah, it's this bread cutter. It's old and rusty. And he takes off all the pieces. He puts the new letters on.
Oh, he refinishes the whole thing.
Yeah. Got the handle restained. He did the new wood on it. And when it was all done,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it's brand new. And that was when he first got it. This has got to be thrilling since no one can see the video. And there it is after. Ooh.
Wow.
An Alexander work bread cutter. So if we get it sponsored by Alexander work bread cutters, that'd be great.
That would be great.
So
We can reach out to them and do all kinds of mentions or commercials or whatever they would like for us to do.
yeah,
You know, we need to start doing some commercials. What do you think?
commercials. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, just do a full-blown, minute, 60 seconds or 90-second commercial for people.
People pay us to do the commercial?
People will pay us to do the
To,
commercial.
like an ad read?
An ad read. There you go. That's another.
Well,
you
just
you
start-
have all the terms down.
Well, on
You go.
podcasts I listen to.
I'm just a reader kind of guy.
You could be the voice talent. The
No.
podcasts that I listen to, they all have ad reads for different things.
Oh, they do.
Pillowcases, bed sheets, sparkling waters, hard seltzers, BetterHelp. Can you stop it? All the things you can imagine. Website creators. Everything. Hey, you should stop. We'll see if Otis's vet will do one.
Okay. When you take them in.
All right, this week's episode is brought to you by Heritage Vet Hospital.
Yeah.
For all your pet needs, please reach out to them.
Yeah.
Running a special, buy one dog, get one with his shoulder lump.
No, we don't want our creative juices to start flowing on something like that. No, not today anyway. Not today.
All right, well, anything else you got?
That's all I got.
It's a short one.
It is a short one this time, and that's fine.
It's not.
What do you mean it's not? It is fine. Don't you hear all the applause that's going on in the audience?
Do we have a button
Going,
for that?
Yay! They're
no.
doing a short one. Yay!
There's your applause.
Yeah.
We'll take your suggestions. If you need anything, if you need John to react to a video,
Yeah.
send it on in.
Let us know.
We have a realbudspodcast@gmail.com. Send us the videos that you want us to react to,
Yep.
because that's what John specializes in.
We can do that. And be sure and support our sponsors, which is Taylor Atkinson Photography,
Advil and
CHD Wood Designs, Mr. Chris Dowdy.
plural with designs.
And be sure and go by and see all the nice folks at the Kansas City Classic Automobile Museum.
Are your grandkids back in school?
They're all back in school, back at TCU, Miami of Ohio, and
High Point.
High Point, North Carolina.
And back in high school.
Yep. Got Jack back in high school. Kate's back in high. She's a senior this year.
You got a freshman.
Can't believe that.
A freshman, a junior, and 2 seniors?
Yep.
Wild times, John.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hmm.
Absolutely crazy.
You'll have great grandkids pretty soon. I don't know anything. I'm just.
Well, good.
Are you ready for great grandkids?
Yeah, I think I could do that. I think that would be a lot of fun.
You'd be a cool great grandpa.
I would love to be a great grand. I love being a grandpa.
A grandpa?
Grandpa or Papa, as my name was.
Did you ask to be called Papa?
No, it just kind of happened. You know, kind of let them determine what it would be.
You didn't demand, like, I want to be Peepaw.
No, I didn't. No, didn't want to be Peepaw. No.
Grandpappy.
Nope.
Well,
Also nickname is Papa Johnner.
I think only your daughter calls you that.
Kathleen does, and the granddaughters do.
Papa Johnner?
Papa Johnner, yeah. My nickname with my daughters was always Johnner, and now that I'm a papa, they call me Papa Johnner.
And where does that come from, Johnner?
That comes from goes way back to when my daughters were at KU.
And why'd that come up?
I don't know. I think it just sort of happened.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
We'll make a new name for you.
Yeah, whole new thing. You know,
Podcaster Johnner.
Podcaster Johnner.
I sent you we're kind of going back into the podcast after we said we're ending it.
Okay.
I showed you a tweet the other day of someone breaking down Donald Trump's suit. It's kind of interesting.
Ooh.
Basically, he was sitting at a table on a call and he had very large shoulder pads in his suit. And there's a fashion expert on Twitter
Yeah.
who broke down why it is that way, I guess. And I guess he just has very square but, bless you, narrow shoulders.
Mhm.
So he said he would do better with shoulder extensions,
Yeah, shoulder pads.
but like
Extensions,
extended ones, not like tall padding.
Uh-huh.
Because some people have narrow, like slope shoulders who could use both.
Right.
Anyway, it was interesting how he broke it down and just how the like ideal shape is like a V, like a triangle from like your shoulders.
So you don't need a padded shoulder.
Thank you.
You would just have a nice rounded shoulder.
I should get reduced padding.
Yep.
But
Whereas
yeah.
I'd have to do padding. I look better in what they call a shoulder garment.
You look imposing.
Threatening.
But yeah, someone said that apparently Chris Christie said that Donald Trump always said to wear a longer tie because it's slimming. But I never really thought of either one of those people as looking.
No, he wears an extra tall. No, he wears an extra tall tie
Why though?
because a lot of men do.
Why?
Because the short ones that you and I wear, you know, they only come up this far in his stomach, so it wouldn't go down. Traditionally, ties should be worn
To your
and
belt
tied
buckle.
down to your belt buckle.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Right.
His goes a few inches past that.
Well, he can't help it
Why?
because he has to wear an extended tie,
Why?
extended length tie.
Why does he have to wear an extended length?
Because of his girth.
Oh. His girth makes him make it longer?
Girth, yeah.
But it still goes past his belt buckle, so why couldn't he just wear a shorter one?
Or he could tie it differently if he wanted to. He used to tie a different knot. Everybody used to tie a different knot years ago.
Oh, this is a good convo. You're a single Windsor guy, aren't you?
I'm a single Windsor guy. Yep.
My dad taught me to be a double Windsor. I think
Okay.
it's a nice look.
It is a nice look.
It's kind of bulky, but
Just not my thing.
well,
I figure if the King of England could use a single Windsor knot, I'll be okay with it.
stop it. He's punching the door.
God, I love that dog.
I'm just scrolling through the replies in this, and then every other one's like an ad.
Uh-huh.
And there's one, Republicans act now, and it's Trump hugging this flag.
That's cute.
That's fun.
Yeah.
How many suits do you think you own?
Ooh. Let's see. 1, 2, I think 3. I have 3 suits. And 1, 2, 3 sport coats.
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought you just bought a couple.
Mm-mm. I used to have a lot more of that when I was kind of in the business and had to dress up every day. I probably had 10 suits.
Really?
Yeah.
They just don't fit anymore?
No. No. Something happened. We're not quite sure what it was, but something happened, and they just don't seem to fit as well as they used to.
What happened?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh,
I think they shrunk when we sent them to the
dry
cleaners.
cleaner.
Yeah, the drying cleaners. You know,
I'd
they
probably fire
do it
them.
all the time. I mean, it's just, one of those things.
Hey, you should fire them.
They do.
You should
Well,
fire them.
I don't want to get the lady fired. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, I think mine shrunk too.
Yeah.
I've got one from my wedding that still is kind of hanging on, but
Is it hanging on, or is it more of a memory than anything else?
it's hanging on.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Well, cool. We'll end with that after we already ended it once.
Okay.
Hope you have a great week, Jonathan.
You do the same, buddy.
Papa Johnner.
Always fun to do this with you.
Keep it real.
Thank you.
And I hope that you clean your camera before you take a picture,
And be sure and use sunscreen.
which I did the other week in the desert.
Good
I
for you.
didn't bring any, but thankfully the girl had some face
Proud of you for doing that.
sunscreen that I used
Yeah.
on my head.
Yep.
So, added years onto my life.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye, bud.